Ancient Egypt, land of pyramids, pharaohs, and the legendary Queen Cleopatra.
Bring me my royal chariot. Today, I'm in the mood to conquer Rome.
But here's the weird part. Cleopatra lived closer in time to the opening of the first Pizza Hut than to the building of the Great Pyramid.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's true. You see, history has a funny way of messing with our brains. And that's exactly why we love bringing you this podcast. Every week, we take something that seems ordinary or something you think you already know and discover it's a whole lot stranger than you ever imagined. Kind of like Cleopatra and pizza.
Pray tell, what is this thing you call stuffed crust?
So if you're into that kind of stuff too, then you are in the right place. Welcome to the podcast that answers some of the questions you've always wondered about.
It's the Always Wondered podcast.
Hi, I'm Rick Peterson. Thanks for joining us. Poets write about it. Movies build entire endings around it. Love songs can't seem to survive more than 12 seconds without mentioning it. But have you always wondered why we kiss? I mean, who was the first person to look at another human being and think,
you know what? I should press my food hole against their food hole.
Objectively, it is kind of strange, since scientists estimate a passionate kiss can exchange up to 80 million bacteria in just 10 seconds.
Biologically speaking, it's like two petri dishes meeting to make a business merger.
But just how did kissing get started? For the answer, we travel back thousands of years. Before blenders, before baby food jars, or tiny squeeze pouches, to a time when parents may have taken a cue from nature and would chew food first, then pass it directly into their baby's mouth.
Ew.
Yeah, you won't see that on the Hallmark Channel.
Gross.
And that feeding habit evolved into the act of kissing.
This is true. Kissing may trace its roots to your prehistoric parents acting like human pelicans.
And researchers found something else. Not every culture chose to lock lips, so the practice may have been learned, especially when people realized a kiss could trigger a chemical fireworks show.
In purely scientific terms, swapping spit comes with a complimentary trip to the dopamine refill station.
And once the brain got a hold of that info, it was like,
whatever that was, please do it again.
So in the end, kissing is a rather strange practice that apparently grew out of even stranger circumstances. But whatever kissing is, it's a part of who we are. And just try explaining that to a visitor from another galaxy.
I'm currently observing two humans engaged in a practice known as tonsil hockey. A contact sport played in the mouth should be painful, but for some reason, they seem to be enjoying themselves. Final conclusion? I do not recommend invading this planet after all. Inhabitants are just too weird.
The Always Wondered podcast.
We've all had bad years.
My favorite TV show got canceled.
My phone battery died.
DoorDash took 45 minutes.
But have you always wondered, what was the worst year ever? Well, historians point to the year 536 AD. Imagine waking up one morning, looking outside, and saying,
What the?
The sun was dim. Not cloudy skies dim, not eclipse dim. It was more like,
did the sun forget to pay its electric bill?
For well over a year, skies stayed hazy. The sun looked more like the moon. Summer was non-existent.
In purely meteorological terms, Earth had accidentally put on sunglasses.
Apparently there was one, maybe several, massive volcanic eruptions blasting so much ash into the atmosphere that it wrapped entirely around the planet. Temperatures dropped, crops failed, harvests disappeared, and just when everyone thought,
surely we've reached rock bottom,
history responded,
oh, you fools! I have another chapter.
Because 536 ushered in the plague of Justinian, which would go on to kill as many as 50 million people. It's like history looked at humanity and cheerfully said,
would you like to upgrade to the premium disaster package?
And what's even more disturbing, people living through it had absolutely no idea why any of this was happening. No weather satellites, no climate scientists, not even social media users pretending to be climate scientists. Just,
well, I guess the world is broken.
Now today, while we complain,
My flight was delayed.
in 536 it was,
Our summer was delayed.
while we say,
My Netflix is buffering.
they were,
Our sun is buffering.
and while we grumble,
Oh man, today's forecast calls for mostly cloudy skies.
in 536,
Well, our forecast has been apocalyptic haze for 14 straight months.
but somehow through it all, they kept going, which is oddly inspiring. So the next time your coffee order is wrong, your package arrives a day late, or you accidentally hit reply all,
Oh no!
just remember, at least the sun showed up today. Although admittedly, if your internet ever goes down,
Still searching for Wi-Fi signal.
it can kind of feel like 536.
It's the Always Wondered podcast.
The bakery, the happiest place on earth. The smell of warm bread, fresh cookies, delicious pastries, and a friendly baker who says,
Here you go, a dozen rolls and one extra.
yep, it's a baker's dozen.
Thank you so much. How kind.
So have you always wondered the origin of the baker's dozen?
Was it generosity?
No.
Good customer relations?
Nope.
A shrewd marketing ploy?
Not that either.
It's because, as a baker, I didn't want to get my hand chopped off.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
What?
We go back to 13th century England, where bread was basically the economy.
What's for breakfast?
Bread.
Lunch?
Bread.
Dinner?
That would be bread.
Any side dishes?
No, but the actual dish you're eating off of is made of bread too.
The government took bread very seriously. That's why in 1266, King Henry III instituted laws that set standard weights for a loaf of bread.
From this day forward, the kingdom shall have properly portioned carbohydrates.
Now keep in mind, a loaf back then wasn't nearly the size of the loaves we know today. But with the new laws, bakers lived in fear of bread inspectors.
The scale showed you shortchanged me, Nigel. You know what this means, don't you?
Penalties ranged from fines to bread jail, and yet even reports of hands being lopped off. So the baker's solution was to always throw in a little extra. 12 became 13, making the baker's dozen kind of like insurance.
And much easier than losing my fingers.
Now, hundreds of years later, it has a completely different meaning. Today, getting 13 instead of 12 feels like an incredibly kind gesture.
Oh wow, they threw in an extra bagel.
But back then, it was more like,
Please accept this complimentary loaf, and it comes with a free side of me continuing to exist.
proving that sometimes the best customer service in history, it was just really, really good self-preservation.
The Always Wondered podcast.
Well, that wraps up another episode of Always Wondered. Remember, new episodes arrive every Friday, and we would love for you to hit subscribe. If nothing else, you can do it to mess with those internet robots, always trying to predict your behavior.
Does not compute.
All right. As always, we leave you with one to ponder. Have you always wondered, if pro is the opposite of con, then what's the opposite of progress?
Okay. Suddenly it all makes sense.
So until next time, stay curious and keep wondering. I'm Rick Peterson. Thanks for listening.
The Always Wondered podcast.
If you like what you hear, please subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, and a review. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Feel free to offer suggestions for future topics or simply reach out to alwayswonderedpodcast@gmail.com.